With us today is Melica Wiley. She is a licensed marriage and family therapist who also currently works with veterans and civilians. Thank you so much for joining us, Melica.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So what are some qualities or characteristics that we're looking out for, whether it be someone we pass by at church every Sunday, or a neighbor, or a family member or friend that we love dearly?
I would say, honestly, is to ask them how they're doing and really take the time to listen to how someone's doing, right? Even if you are that person, so I'll kind of switch it, and you know that you're isolating a little more depressed, knowing that there is a plethora of individuals that you can reach out to, even if it feels like you don't, if your world is so small, right? And so that is where I would tell the listeners to utilize the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That number, you can chat, you can text. So I feel like in that essence, knowing that you aren't alone, even if you do feel alone. The good thing is that if you are a friend, so a brother, a mother, sister, whomever, and you are looking at your family member, and you're like, man, something is off, and I really want to help them. They're having these changes of behaviors. Then you also can call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline and talk with a trained professional who can help guide you through your specific situation. So I like that.
Sure. Well, I think one of the biggest things that prevents people who are having these thoughts from reaching out for help is that feeling of loneliness and isolation, and thinking nobody can relate. No one's going to understand. My parents won't get it. My children won't get it. My friends won't understand it. So it's good to know that they have people who actually can relate, that are prepared to have these conversations, and they do understand. So let's address the person watching right now who may be suffering these thoughts and emotions. Where can we go for help?
So if you're in the coastal bend, that's where I would say even looking up a provider that you feel would be a good fit for you would be beneficial. A mental health provider, myself, there's a lot of other providers in the community that are ready, willing, and able to help, right? Another one, even talking to your dentist or your primary care provider. So those are the avenues that I definitely would do. And if you're at home, the good thing about telemedicine now is, there's a lot of even online resources. So going back to, you definitely aren't alone.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the biggest thing we want to emphasize all week long, is the people that feel this way, knowing they're not alone, and the ones that might know somebody, being a little bit more proactive, being more present in those conversations, and being more analytical of what the response is when you say, "How are you?" in a daily conversation. Pay attention to their demeanor, their face, the words that they use to react to that, and act on it. Even if it is someone you feel that's not my place to intrude in their lives, you could be the one person that changes their lives and helps them feel that they matter. Well, this is all great information. Melica, what would you like to share with our viewers for anyone who might be struggling with these thoughts and emotions, or know someone who is?
So I wanted to really emphasize that thoughts of suicide are completely normal, right? And the fact that we do not have to act on these thoughts. There is a list of information. There is a lot of people out there that are really willing to help you. And so really just knowing that whatever you're struggling with, there is help.
So we're so grateful to have you today to share this important information and to help raise awareness for such a serious topic. We're talking about it all week long because there doesn't need to be a stigma about this conversation. We can put an end to these thoughts for anyone out there. Just know that you are loved, you are valued, and you do belong. And all those resources are out there to find you help and help you find purpose in this world. Thank you so much, Melica, for your time.
Yes, thank you.